Back and you're watching Breakfast Show on Now TV International, and coming to our second segment. It's a segment about beauty, not only beauty but also humanitarian deeds as well, because our guest today, she's not only a beauty queen, she's not only an ambassador of the United Kingdom for humanitarian and goodwill purposes, but also she is involved in community service. She's an actress, a model, an artist. She has beautiful voice. So now let's get to know more Sarah Archer. Actually, Sarah, her father is British and her mother is Iraqi.
Yeah.
So welcome with us. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for that lovely introduction.
Sarah, you're a mixture of culture, Arab and foreign culture. Of course, being a Miss Beauty is not only something that you make for yourself, but also for representing your community and country. It's a big responsibility. So how did you reach to this part in your life?
First of all, I'm really happy to be with you, and I wish Ramadan Kareem to all the Muslim world. Second of all, being a beauty queen is very difficult because it's about perseverance and it's about never giving up. The competition is really hard, and you have so many incredible women doing incredible things. So that's the competition there. I entered in 2008, we were discussing it before, and I was young and I didn't reach my goal, which is being Miss UK. But I wasn't disheartened. I tried again and I succeeded. So it's about not giving up, really.
Well, actually, they say that you resemble Angelina Jolie and that she's your role model. And there is a story about trying to meet her. Did you manage to meet her?
I don't know about trying to meet her. No, I haven't. But thank you for saying I do resemble her. A lot of people say that. She's a really good woman. She's a good mother. And I just wish her the luck on getting well.
Well, you mentioned that she's one of your role models. Why?
She's one of my role models because she's a great actress. We've seen her develop on screen and off screen as a person, and I always like to see people change for the better.
The competition or the contest of Miss Beauty, does it depend only on the beauty, or they choose the contestants on other bases, culture and...
Before, as you said before, it might only depend on beauty, but where a pageant started only on beauty, now it's a pageant based on, you have to have multiple skills, that you need to enable others with. You're a role model. You'll be surprised not only to young kids or young children, or you're a role model to everyone. I've had people that are 89 years old giving me hugs and saying, you know, giving me a boost to continue doing what I'm doing. So right now, no, you have to be much more, especially with the internet and everything is connected. You see what these women are doing. So, yeah, you have to be really, really on point.
Mm-hmm. Well, Sarah, actually, you also have a beautiful voice, and currently you're studying singing as part of the Cairo Opera House's activities. Would you tell us about that?
I do love to sing, and yes, I'm singing with Mohammed Hilmi. He's in the Opera House. He's teaching me actually how to sing in Arabic. Which is quite difficult for me, but I enjoy it. Yeah.
So you'd like to try to...
Would you sing for us?
Sure.
Well, the mic is over there.
Oh, that's a lovely mic.
Well, it's an old-fashioned mic, but it will do.
Oh, is it like that?
Like
yeah.
Okay.
What are you going to sing?
What do you want?
In Arabic or
something
in English?
that you feel you'll be comfortable with.
I'm a bit nervous.
Adele, okay.
I heard that you settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you.
Beautiful. Now,
Very lovely voice.
It's interesting that, Sarah mentioned in one of the articles I read about her that her singing idols,
Sarah.
yeah, sort of, that her singing idols are Alisa and Amal Maher. Is that true?
Yeah, I love Amal Maher. She's fantastic, and Elise is a very successful singer as well. I love Amr Diab and Hamay.
So now you're staying in Egypt?
No, I'm not, but to me Egypt is very important, and I'm actually really glad to be on your show because it's the first show that's in English, so my international fans can actually understand why I'm here and why I'm in Egypt.
Yeah.
First of all, I really love Egypt. I've been coming to Egypt for a very long time. First, it started off just as holidays, Sharm el-Sheikh, Hurghada, and then we started coming more frequent. Yeah, I just love the weather and the people and the excitement. And as my mother's from an Arabic background, I enjoy speaking Arabic. I enjoy communicating, eating the food. So that's one. Two, I love working in Egypt. I work with different things. My campaign right now is blood donation. I did it in the UK. It was very successful. And I'm doing it in Egypt. It's called Bleed for Egypt. We're going to hopefully work with Nadi Al Ahli, getting all the football to donate, getting all the basketball players, or basically all the teams, because blood donation is really important and it can really save a life. In that 1 minute you can save someone's life, someone with leukemia, someone that just had an accident, and blood is always needed. Sometimes people tell me, oh, there's a lot of people doing it. I'm saying, no, it doesn't matter who's doing it. We can have 50 people doing it. We can have 100 people doing it. But as long as we're doing it, we're donating blood. We're creating that awareness for people to go and donate. So it's really important for me. I'm a donator myself. And it's fun as well because you work for it. You want to go running, you want to be active, you want to eat healthy. And another thing that I'm supporting in Egypt and I'm so proud of is the Cairo Runners. The Cairo Runners are youth getting together every Friday, taking over the streets of Egypt, running around, getting healthy and fit. And they had their first half marathon, which was 21 kilos. I ran it. It was harder than the Paris Marathon, and the Paris Marathon was 42 kilos. But I was so proud. Actually, I came on a flight at 5 o'clock, then drove there with the driver, ran. But I had to support that cause because it's like deep-rooted in me.
Well, in addition to the community service and humanitarian campaigns you're conducting, also you're interested in acting, and you actually had an Egyptian and also an American or a Western experience. I think the film was called Cowboy. Is it B or Ben?
Cowboy Ben.
Ben, yeah.
Yeah, we have. I have upcoming movies. Queen Isis, Deadline, The Levelers, whereas I took time off for studying and for doing other things. Now that's what I really love, acting, and I'm so happy that I got to act in one of the best cinemas in the world, which is the Egyptian one. It's such an honor. And also with Mustafa Shaban, one of the greatest and oldest actors as well. He's been in the cinema for 25 years.
He's young, he's not old. Okay, Sarah, I want to ask you a question. Since you are from an Arab background, especially from Iraq, did you ever thought of conveying what's happening in Iraq to the British, as long as you're doing things for humanity, and now you're having this responsibility of being a Miss UK in 2014. So you are a kind of ambassador to the UK and also to Iraq. Did you ever think of doing such a mission?
Iraq is a very important country for me. And sometimes people ask me, why am I always in Egypt working? because Iraq does not have a platform for me to access. In a numerous amount of times, I've tried to approach someone or something in Iraq, and it's really closed off. People are dying, there's so much misery, there's so much pain, and I wish I knew what to do about it, but I just can't. So if there is anyone out there that has a platform ready for me to go, I'm willing and available. But it's just closed off, whereas Egypt has so many different organizations, so many different platforms. The youth and sports minister was here from Iraq, and I met up with them as well, just to discuss some issues. And they all, Egypt participates in so many things, and almost so many campaigns, whereas Iraq, we're the second wealthiest country in the world, not only in oil reserves, but in sulfur, in natural resources. We have 2 rivers. We have so much that we can do. But I don't know, I can't tell you the political side of it, because I just don't know. There are rules and regulations which are constantly changing. And speaking of politics, Sisi, happy anniversary.
Yeah, thank you.
He's doing a very good job.
Yeah, speaking of politics, in one of the interviews you mentioned that in the old days or years ago it was a taboo to talk about politics, but you believe that everybody or all the citizens have, or every citizen has the right to discuss politics. Would you tell me more about your belief?
Thank you for saying that, actually. As we grow up, our parents always say, don't talk about religion, don't talk about politics. I believe that religion is really simple and people complicate it. It's you and your God. It gives you faith to do things. It doesn't matter what the label is, it matters what's inside your heart. Because you can do everything that your religion says, and then you can do something and you're like, oh, it's bad. But yeah, so that's between you and your God. But when it comes to politics is such an important issue, because we wouldn't hear politics put us here. Politics put the road on the street. Politics does everything for us. So I believe that, yeah, we should discuss politics. Well, we shouldn't get angry if people have different views. You know, I think Voltaire says, I believe in what I will die for what you say, even though I don't believe in it. Because this is freedom of speech. We live in a world that I think now we can say what we want. We shouldn't tread on people's emotions. And I think the revolutions and life and throughout history proves that people power is the only thing ruling this world.
Sarah, going back to 2014 and going back to the moments before announcing that you're going to be Miss UK for 2014, can you tell us how did you feel in these moments and after announcing your name?
I felt really happy. I felt really happy. Why? Because I felt that I told God to use me and He used me. And I felt that it's a reward for all my hard work, and that I knew that God will guide me through it. And it's very hard because you sometimes you get 3 hours of sleep because so many people want to see you. So many people need your help. So many people also want to spend time with you and enjoy your presence, kids, functions. So sometimes you don't know what to do and it can be daunting. But at the end of the day, I think my life would be really boring if I didn't win. And I thank Beverly Roberts, which is my director, for really giving me that opportunity to succeed.
Well, Miss Sarah Arsha and also Miss United Kingdom Beautiful Ambassador, thank you very much for this interview and welcome to Egypt. We wish you a wonderful life and success throughout your career.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah, and welcome to Breakfast Show on Nile TV and to Egypt.
I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Well, and that brings the end of this episode of Breakfast Show. But first of all, I have to thank my colleague. Thank you very much, Tina.
Thank you, Rasha. Happy Ramadan.
Happy Ramadan to all of you. And make sure to stay tuned for more coming up on Nile TV International and to follow us on Breakfast Show tomorrow with a new crew. Until then, have a good day.